Okay, because we saw that girl Froggy, was it maybe Yua he was talking to? We haven't seen her in such a long time. Lunch break, I will skip lunch because I didn't want to eat by myself in the classroom. I had no other to eat together with. Lately, Remy had been inviting me to eat with her, but as you might well imagine, I became embarrassed and ended up refusing. Which was why, when we reached lunch break, I left the classroom and retreated to a place where I could find peace. At times, it was the library, and at times, it was the courtyard. But after the previously mentioned disturbance, everyone in the school had come to recognize my face, and I couldn't calm down no matter where I went. Cases stabbing me without mercy, sneers and insults thrown my way. Today too, I walked around school, but it had the opposite effect of exposing me to even more disparagement. And when I thought I had no other option but to flee to the bathroom, I spotted an enemy from behind in the passage, leading to the freshman building. She appeared to be walking to her classroom alone. Come to think of it, I hadn't spoken to an enemy once since that incident. I had avoided bumping heads with her all week long, because I hadn't known that kind of expression to make when I saw her. I was the worst kind of brother, one who had prioritized my own life over hers. It was no more than a miracle that Nanami had been safely released. I hadn't done a thing. Maybe Shogun had told Nanami it was my fault he abducted her. If so, she'd definitely be furious at me. She disdained me and maybe she wouldn't listen to me. This was why I didn't have the courage to go see her. But now that I spied her like this, of all times, I started to get worried. He hadn't done anything unthinkable to her, had he? He hadn't hurt her in some way, had he? She wasn't psychologically wounded, was she? For a second, memories of that hand revisited at the back of my mind, but I shook my head to rid myself of them. That severed hand, and the bracelet it wore, and the cell phone it held, all of them had been delusions. Realistic delusions. Because the hand was no longer in my fridge, it seemed more natural to think that, rather than having vanished, it hadn't been there from the start. Not me being alive and well, like this, served as proof of that. At some point I started running. I chased after an enemy. My form grew larger as I approached. Nanami still hadn't noticed me while she walked along. Just the fingertips of the right hand to toy with the ends of her hair, twirling it. As I dashed up, I started to cry out to her. My sister's right sleeve slipped down a little as he twisted her hair. Feeling something wrong, I gulped down my voice. I halted. Seen it. It was a very minute sense of wrongness, when it truly didn't matter at all, but white, wound around, inconspicuous, a bandage on her right hand, her wrist. Well, if I'd known that that chapter would conclude here, I would just put those for 4 minutes on the previous part of the video. When Momose called him out, Ban showed his face at the Frisia Investigations Company half an hour after the promised meeting time.
ちょっとバンちゃん、遅いじゃないの。
Momose's yell was flying towards him as soon as he entered the office. Wrenching his neck, Ban put on a mild smile and walked up to the desk of Frisia's company president. He hadn't brought her any refreshments today, and he was starting to regret it, thinking he'd made a mistake.
あら、つばちゃんは？
今日は別行動。
若い子をこき使ってバンちゃんは楽してるわけね。
いやいや、俺もちゃんとやってるよ。昨日だって徹夜でいろいろ調べてたんだぜ。おかげで最近の女子高生の生態についてはかなり詳しくなった。
Right. Were you maybe investigating the possible wields of the D swords, maybe?
あんたね、呆れて物も言えないわ。
で、こうして俺を呼びつけたってことは、あの子と連絡取れたってこと？
今来てるわ。
さすがももちゃん。ちなみに可愛い子かい？
Seeing Ban grin and leer, Momose whacked him on the head. It was a rather stinging whack, or thwack, or whatever. One with a nice wrist action in it.
いつまでもバカなこと言ってんじゃないわよ、エロ親父。
冗談だって。
That serves him right. It was something Ban had requested of Momose as a personal favor. He wanted to have an individual conversation with a certain person who was connected to one of the new gen cases. So he'd asked her to create a setting in which the two of them could meet. He intended to discuss something based on purely personal circumstances, nothing presently related to the new gen investigation. Due to his position, Ban couldn't get a jump on the other detective at headquarters and go meet her in his own part of work. But that means that you're meeting her. How to put this? Off record? Pushing Ban onward, Momose headed for a corner of the office, a narrow space surrounded by pile-packed shelves could be found there. It was the space they'd used as a waiting room, and two couches with room for two people apiece had been crammed in there. So I would guess either Rimi or Yua. When Ban followed Momose in, a lone girl was sitting there. He wore the Sumi Academy school uniform, head lowered, his shoulders slumped. He appeared horribly worn out.
ごめんね、お待たせしちゃって。
So it is, Yua. Girl raised her head in startlement when Momose addressed her. Her glasses had slipped down a little, and she adjusted them with her finger.
あ、いえ、平気です。
Upon seeing Ban, she nodded to him with a somewhat intimidated expression. Ban felt a little wounded. In his own way, he'd been aiming for an attitude and appearance that wouldn't scare anyone. But he was forced to acknowledge that the fierce, high-pressure atmosphere unique to detectives had come creeping out regardless. He smiled wryly at himself on the inside, knowing he still had a long ways to go. I sat down facing Yua.
楠木優愛さんだね。
はい。
亡くなったミアさんの双子の姉。それで間違いないかな。
Pulling the chin back at that, Yua answered with a nod. The first Nujan case, the group diving, a girl named Kusunoki Mia had been among the 5 high school students to jump off and die. Okay. That doesn't make any sense. One of my personal theories was that people with these swords were somehow aligned with Shogun for some reason. And Shogun would trigger the Nujan cases as if to activate Takumi to summon his D-sword for unknown reasons. That would suggest they would roughly be on the same side, yet killing Yua's sister? That doesn't make sense. At least not in my theory.
まあそんな緊張しなさんな。君を取り調べようなんて思っちゃねえんだ。雑談程度に思ってよ。本題に入る前にちょっと聞いていいかい？ゆあちゃんは妹さんが亡くなったことについてどう思う？
ちょっとバンちゃん。
あ、悪いね。職業病ってやつか。気を使うような言い方できなくってな。ただ気になってたんだ。捜査本部でも話題になってたんだが、楠木美也さんの遺族は奇妙だって。
ばあちゃん！
いえ、いいんです。
Momose had risen at the insensitivity of Bond's statements, but Yua silenced her.
私もおかしいって思いますから。
ああ。
集団ライブで飛び降りた5人には自殺する理由なんてなかった。家族や友人はみんなそう主張している。
They were clearly forced either by hypnotizing, like we've seen at the people at the park. We've seen that video, they clearly didn't want to jump. Obviously.
だがミアさんの家族だけは違った。
Bond took out a pen stuck in his belt and began to fend himself.
何も主張しなかった。あっさり受け入れたって聞いてる。あまりに何も言わなさすぎて奇妙だったってな。なんでだい？
お父さんもお母さんもミヤちゃんが死んでからおかしくなっちゃったんです。
Anguish seemed into Yua's voice.
最初はミヤちゃんの事件の知らせを受けた日はそれでも泣いていたんです。お父さんもお母さんもとても辛そうでした。でも次の日の朝、なぜか2人は楽しそうに笑っていたんです。ミヤちゃんが死ぬ前と全く同じに戻ってたんです。
Okay, that's creepy as hell. Like their minds had been wiped.
たった1日で。私、わけがわからなくて。2人はミヤちゃんのこと忘れようとしてるんじゃないかって思って。そうしたらお父さんが笑いながら「お前に妹なんていないよ」って。ミヤちゃんが残した洋服とか靴とかを見せても全然取り合ってくれないんです。 それはお前のために予備で買ってあったものだって。そうやってお父さんたちはニュースからも警察の話からも目を背けて、記憶からミヤちゃんのことを消し去ろうとしてるんです。
つまり双子じゃなかったことに。
それで警察にもうちは一人っ子だって言って追い返してたわけか。
私とミヤちゃんは一卵性で、見た目は瓜二つなんですけど、あの子は、妹は親から嫌われていました。あの子はいつも自分の気持ちを押し殺して私のことを一番に考えてくれていたんです。
As Yua spoke, she recalled a memory from the time when Mia had been alive. But it had to be painful. It was when they were still in elementary school. One day, the relatives brought them a single big teddy bear as a present. In opposition to the delighted Yua, Mia said she hated stuffed animals and wouldn't give it a second glance. Their relatives and parents were repelled by Mia's not childish behavior. Even then, Yua secretly told her that the two of them should share it and treasure it, but Mia only answered, "I don't want stuffed animals, so you can have it." About a month later, when Yua had started to become bored with the teddy bear, he woke up really late at night and witnessed a certain scene. Mia was hugging and talking to the teddy bear, with a rapturous look on her face. It was the first time Mia had ever seen her look so happy. Then, for the first time, Mia realized her sister had been lying about her not liking stuffed animals. She had borne it the whole time for her big sister's sake. The next day, Mia found a drawing of a bear, which Mia herself seemed to have sketched under Mia's pillow. Mia had slept holding it as she waited for Yua to tire of the stuffed animal. The same sort of thing had gone on for these past 18 years. When they celebrated their birthday, Yua was always the one who blew out the candles on the cake. Mia angered the parents by saying, I could ever do something so idiotic. Yua moved up to the private swimming academy after middle school. But Mia deliberately took on a delinquent attitude at school and lowered her marks. As a result, she went to a public school. Because of the issue of tuition, the parents could only afford to send one of them to a private school. No matter how Yua tried to yield her younger sister, Mia stopped her and prioritized her instead. Moreover, he purposely assumed a sort of demeanor meant to make others dislike her.
私は結局ミヤちゃんの優しさに甘えて、今まで自分だけいい思いをしてきました。ミヤちゃんがいなくなって初めて、もっとあの子のために何かできることがあったはずだってすごく後悔して、私が代わりに知ってあげればよかった。
Oh, that's your survivor's guilt. That's so sad. And because her parents act like nothing happened, I was nobody for her to support her, to let her grieve.
しかも挙句に親に存在そのものを忘れられてしまうなんて、こんなのあんまりです。あんまりにも悲しいです。
Having squeezed out this many words, Yua hit her limit. She took off her glasses and broke down crying, pressing at the corners of her eyes. Momose sat next to her and gently stroked her back.
それでゆあちゃんは一人で事件のことを調べていたらしいの。
Now we can understand why she was so aggressive with Takumi, because she thought Takumi was Shogun.
みあちゃんに一体何があったのか知るためにね。
そりゃ大変だったろう。
そして一人の人物を突き止めた。
あ？
Arm around Yua's shoulders. Momose gave Vaughn a look.
西条匠くんよ。
なるほどね。
Vaughn leaned forward from the sofa, and he rubbed his unshaven jaw.
いつだったか西条と追跡劇をしてたっていう女子高生の話を所轄のデカから聞いたんだが、もしかしてユアちゃんだったりする？
Yua gave him I can't speak today, I don't know what it is. Yua gave him an apologetic nod.
興味あるな。詳しく聞かせてもおーと思ったけどちょっとごめんよ。
Yeah, you should compare notes. Smiling ruefully, he gave Yua and Momose a light bow. The cell phone in the suit pocket was that, or what, had interrupted him. He quickly pulled it out and checked the LCD screen. Sua's name was displayed there.
もしもし、どうした？
先輩、7番目っす。
God. Seventh new gen case.
なんだと
Sua's voice was tense. Even the sounds of the other investigators rushing around in the panic behind him came through the phone. It would seem that Sua was at headquarters.
ニュージェネ第7の事件が起きたんすよ。
And I'm scared since with each passing new gen case, it became much more personal to Takumi. Eyes wide, but finally bit his lip. I bet the look on his face. Deducing the gravity of the situation from his bearing, Momose and Yua watched him worriedly.
外車は3人、友人同士らしいっす。
Wait, we know those guys. Wasn't kozu-pii the one who beat them up? Or was it Takumi that blacked out and when he woke up they were at least wounded, but I didn't know they were dead.
3人とも胴体から体が切断されてて。
That had to be kozu-pii.
それぞれの上半身と下半身を別々に入れ替えてテグス、釣りとっす。それで縫い付けられてたんす。
Wait, what? Upper and lower bodies were stretched around and sewn together?
それと額にそれぞれ Q、D、N って読める傷が。
What does that mean?
何かのメッセージか？
さあ、そこまでは。それと気になることが。司法解剖の結果は分かったんですけど、外車の胴体の切断部はノコギリとか包丁とかそういう 刃物で切断されたものじゃないって。
どういう意味だ？
なんか強い力で引きちぎられたそうです。
引きちぎられた。
Upon reciting Sua's words with a groan, Pon scratched his head with the handle of his fan.
まるで怪獣だな。あるいは最近流行りの魔法使いとかな。
先輩、それマジで言ってんすか？映画オタクの自分でもさすがにその意見には同意しかねるっす。
単なる例えだ、バカな。映画らさっさと捜査に戻れ。
With that as a sole message, Pon ended the call.